right. I want to go to the mailbag. And you might be like, Brian, we don't have a mailbag. Well, guess what? We do now. This is where the questions are real, but the names and locations are fake. We get a lot of questions
Sure.
all the time when we're
From
out
AI
speaking,
generated
etc.
people.
Yeah, these are AI generated questions. No, they're not. Yes. Real questions. The people are fake, and we're disclosing that ahead of time. So this one comes in from Hector, who lives in Tucson. Duncan, you ever been to Tucson? You're a Phoenix guy, right? You've never been down to
I've been
Tucson?
to Phoenix and Scottsdale to play some golf. That's about it.
But never down to Tucson. Okay, next time you're down there, find Hector. Hector says, "Hey guys, long time listener, first time emailer," which is somewhat surprising because we've only had 2 episodes. So Hector's been with us since the very beginning, obviously. Um, I'm promoting a local theater production here in April, but I don't know where to start. From a digital marketing perspective, what are some things that I should be doing? So we market a lot of events. It's one of the big things we do. We do a lot of work in tourism, especially. Um, and I think there's a whole bunch of different tips we can offer poor Hector here in Tucson. Who wants to start? Ian, you want to start?
Sure. Yeah. So something that we have done with a number of our clients, which I think has been really good for generating interest ahead of the event, is to promote it to, if you have a local audience who would be attending, you can generate some traction by either having a contest or the possibility to win free tickets, ask a question, something like that, and ask for feedback essentially from your audience by getting that engagement. And that really sort of can help. People will, talk to their friends about it, tag their friends in social posts, things like that, and it can really just help generate that traction ahead of the event. And hopefully, even if it's a contest, whoever doesn't win now knows when it is,
When it is. Yep.
and they're aware of tickets and will hopefully be interested to attend anyway.
Yep. Nope. And that's a really good one. Anything you can do to generate interest ahead of time, keeping in mind too that you want to generate interest. And I know, Ian, because you work with a lot of our clients on the contesting side, getting that contest far enough out, right? Like if you're doing a contest the day before the event, you've kind of lost that ability to get other people that might be interested in it because they want to know if they won, and then they don't buy tickets anyways.
Yeah,
so
absolutely.
Yeah, that's a very good one.
If it is a contest, let it run enough time. So maybe you want to do this 3 weeks ahead of your event, for example.
Yeah.
Let it run for a week or a little longer, then make an announcement of who the winner is, if there's, a prize and things like that.
And then they wait till the very last minute to let you know that, yeah, I'll take the tickets. That's happened before.
Absolutely, yes. So, so as you say, give it time. But yeah, about 3 weeks ahead of the event is good. But if you can get it out even earlier to let people know the date and things like that, even better.
And further to that point too, on dates, I think one of the best tips is simply, as soon as you know when your event is, even if you only know the basic details like the venue and the date, get that out there right now on an event page on your website or what have you. You can always add to that later, because if you think about search engines and people come through search engines to find what's going on, the sooner you can get that basic information out, the sooner the search engines can find it and then index it. The worst thing you can do is wait till you have all of your details ready to go and then put them up, because then you might be like 3 or 4 weeks out from your event. You've lost a major opportunity. You've lost a lot of runway to actually gain some traction ahead of time. Don't be paralyzed because you don't have all the nitty gritty details. Get what you have up and then build it out from there. Duncan, what about you? You advertise a lot of events.
Yeah, I mean, when it comes to events, there's a lot of different approaches. I think it's really about getting it out to as many people as possible. So, there's things you can do on things like Google My Business where you can post events. Obviously, posting it on your website, smart. There's also a ton of directories. Like any city you're in will have like a local events directory that you probably could sign up for free to get your event on there. Kind of like, it's just like link building. Eventbrite. You can put free events on Eventbrite, and it's a kind of directory for events for the public. There's also things for specific bands that there's different apps for different types of exposure, and you can sign up for free to get your event on there. But for me specifically, and the question, advertising is probably the easiest way. social media seems to do really well with promoting events, easily shareable content. So like you can't necessarily share stuff as easily on Google. So that's why social lends really well to event promotion. We kind of, depending on the type of event, we do usually give us about a month of leeway up to about 6 weeks. People tend to be aware of events early, but won't commit until they start seeing either tickets selling out or the event is coming close, especially if it's an outdoor event. At outdoor events, people wait until they know the weather's going to be good before they buy their tickets. And once they know that, they just go and buy all within like that last week. So a lot of little suggestions in there, but it really comes down to the specific event and details like that.